Hiya, it's Karen from Cafe Bebe, and I'm trying out our new Philips air fryer. We have two recipes to do for a little test, a taste test. One of them is making homemade wedges, and one of them is making chicken nuggets as well. So we're doing the first cooking on the Philips air fryer. My husband's peeking from the doorway to try to make me nervous, but I'm a professional. I can't be made nervous. You just heard a ping. That's the first cooking of the wedges, and I'm meant to take it out and kind of shake them around a little bit. These are just plain old potatoes that have been sliced into wedges, soaked in water for about 30 minutes, and then 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil was put on them, and they were mixed together and then just put in the basket of the air fryer. Now, the recipe says that I should, yes, Emma, should turn it up to 180. The first cooking was for 15 minutes at 160. The second cooking is supposed to be 180 degrees for 20 minutes. So I'm just going to turn the timer to 20 minutes, and there they go. I had a helper with my potatoes earlier. The machine itself does get a bit hot. Can you be quiet, please? But it's not too loud. There is sort of a humming sound of air. You're meant to keep it fairly open around it for the air to come out, the hot air. But so far so good. We've got another 20 minutes until the wedges are done, and then we'll tell you about how they taste. And Ella says, hello! Hiya, I'm back for the second part of our Philips air fryer family taste test recipe. We are making chicken nuggets, and because I need to have them gluten-free, one adaptation that I had to make to the recipe is that I'm using polenta, which is ground cornmeal, instead of breadcrumbs. But what you can do if you have the luxury of not having to be gluten-free, you can use breadcrumbs. And so what you do is you have strips of chicken or chunks of chicken, depending on if you want goujons or nuggets. You have a beaten egg, and we have some polenta with oil mixed into it, 1 tablespoon of oil, and I think that's mainly just for the fryer. Normally I wouldn't necessarily mix oil in with the polenta because it doesn't really do much, but anyway, that's what the recipe says. So you're meant to dunk the chicken into the egg mixture, and then dunk a piece of the chicken into the polenta and make sure it's fully covered. It's generally recommended when you're doing things like this, coating things in breadcrumbs or anything, to just use one hand, because otherwise you end up with a really messy hand. So I'm going to put a few more of the chicken strips into the egg, so it's not just totally one at a time. Just coat them, wiggle them around, plop them in the polenta, get them coated. The polenta is meant to be 4 to 5 tablespoons of polenta, but we'll see if we have to add more because it's going rapidly here. The noise you hear in the background is the air fryer working on our potato wedges at the moment. It's not too loud, it's just mainly like a like your overhead hood fan, so it's not that offensive. And hopefully this will be a successful recipe for the family. So I'll join you back in a little bit. Right, so here we are. The air fryer has just pinged. 20 minutes, the second cooking of our potato wedges. The moment of truth. We pull them out, and oh my goodness, check it out. That's pretty darn good. I didn't expect them to be that brown at all, and I wondered about the ones that would be in the middle. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take them out of the air fryer and put them into just a a metal bowl that I can whack in the oven just to keep warm, because now I've got to do my chicken goujons. Supposedly you're able to do some recipes with this little handy-dandy divider that goes in the basket, or you could do half chicken goujons and half wedges, or whatever it is you're cooking. I think that's not going to do for a whole family, mind you, but maybe after school tea or something like that for your child could easily be done in one cooking. So that's pretty impressive so far, and we'll let you know how they taste. Oh yeah, here is our meal. We've got chicken goujons, which are coated in polenta, and we've got homemade potato wedges, all made by the Philips air fryer. I was quite impressed actually with the chicken goujons. I would say probably maybe try to not layer them, because some of the polenta coating did come off on a couple of them because they were laying on top of each other. But yeah, we're going to have some chicken goujons and potato wedges. Yum!
No.
What? What do you think then, Ella?
Good.
Which is better, the potato wedges or the chicken?
Potato wedges.
You like the chicken though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Without the crunchy bit.
Oh, without the crunchy bit. Okay. Alright. Thumbs up? Right. So, just had our lunch, our Philips air fryer lunch with chicken goujons and potato wedges. It was good. I was a little disappointed because I actually thought that the chicken goujons ended up being a bit overcooked. But that could be down to me, because when the dial pinged, I didn't take them out straight away. Even though the machine stops cooking at that temperature, obviously there's still heat in it, and that may have caused them to dry out a little bit. So I may have done them a disservice by not taking them out of the air fryer straight away. The chips were very good. I tried one pretty much straight away when it came out of the air fryer. But then I put them in this metal dish and put them in the oven to keep them warm, because the chicken goujons only took 8 minutes versus the 35 of the potato wedges, and they went a bit soggy when they were in the oven. So I think they would have been far better if they had been eaten straight away. So maybe the method is better to do the goujons first, and then the chicken, or the potato wedges or fries or whatever you're doing second, so then they're fresh. So it'll be a bit of experimentation to see how we go for future recipes. There's a lot of different recipes, mostly potato related, in the recipe book for the air fryer. And so we're supposed to give a rating. Now, based on ease of use for the machine itself, I would give it, nobody's perfect, so I'll give it a 9 for ease of use. Very simple to use, very straightforward, nothing complicated about it. It's very nice not to have to use a lot of oil to cook. It heats up very quickly. Within 3 minutes it's ready to cook at the temperature you need it to. It's not terribly loud. I would say size-wise, not perhaps ideal. For most counters it is fairly large, fairly bulky, so I'd probably give it a 4 on the size front. The speed with which the meal was cooked was quite efficient, and, you know, taste-wise is alright. It just, you know, the chips went soggy and the chicken goujons were a bit overcooked, but I think that was probably down to me, so I'll have to report back if I try it again, and tell you if we perfect the timings and the method. So, for me, I'm going to give the Philips air fryer for this meal a 7, and we'll see what hubby and Ella think. My husband wasn't overly keen on how dry the chicken was and how soggy the chips were, so he was more in the 3 to 4 range when I was talking to him about it. So that's how the Cafe Bebe thinks about the Philips air fryer, and we look forward to trying a few other recipes. There's a lot less cleanup. I will give them that. That's a bonus, because I'm more of a one-pot kind of cook. So, well done, Philips Air Fryer. Thank you.